Vehicle accidents, an emergency that occurs daily within our fire district. Using the right tools and equipment to extricate victims from such an event can make the difference between life and death. In this installment, we take a look at new rescue tools carried on our designated rescue units. All coming to you next on Quick Drill. I'm here with engineer Jesus Puente, and Jesus, thank you very much for being here.
Happy to be here, Terry.
Great. Fortunately for our district, we were able to obtain some money from a grant that Battalion Chief Tim Palmer wrote, and with that grant we were able to purchase some new Hearst equipment, and I know personally, Jesus, being at a station where I am not exposed to rescue equipment, it's nice to see that we're doing something like this, because when you do work at one of those stations that you go to and you're responsible for this equipment, it's nice to have a little bit of knowledge on what the tools can actually do for you. So we're going to break them all down individually. Let's take a look first off at the power unit, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about that and what the differences are from this unit as opposed to the older one that it's replaced.
Sure, and then we can just move on to the spreaders, the cutters, and the ram.
Great, sounds good.
Okay, Terry, well, starting out with the power unit here. It's a 3 horsepower 4-stroke motor, runs on unleaded fuel. The operation of the unit's pretty simple. It makes it a lot more portable as compared to what we had in the past.
It looks a lot more smaller than the old unit.
Yeah, it's smaller, it's more compact. It weighs approximately 60 pounds. Runs on a 1/3 gallon of fuel. You'll get 2 hours of operation out of that. The operation of it's real simple. Starting with the on-off switch, which is in front of the unit here. Off, on. Obviously it has to be on to run the unit. Your fuel petcock is right here. That is on. And then you have your choke right here, which is on. Once you get the unit running, you can turn that off. Your throttle is down here. Up is the minimum throttle, down is the maximum throttle. The back of the unit, as you can see, has 2 dump valves. Down is dumped. Up is pressurized. You have a sight gauge here for your hydraulic fluid. You want to keep that full, and it's the same hydraulic fluid we used in the past, which is a phosphate ester. That's pretty much it. The unit itself is real simple.
Looks a lot cleaner too, the operation with the 2 connections there. It's really nice to see that as opposed to the junction box that used to sit out in the middle of the emergency area.
And the biggest thing with our old manifold boxes, if you were working tools simultaneously, it would affect the operation of the tool, whether it be faster or slower. With this here, you're getting the same speed and the same operating pressure. So it's not affected by simultaneous tool operation. It's a great unit.
Fantastic. Well, I purposefully want to bring over the spreaders to you just to see what the weight difference is, and these are quite a bit lighter than our older units, our older spreaders. So put that down in front of you, and
sure.
You can tell us a little bit about the spreaders that we have now too from Hearst.
Yeah, Terry, the first thing you noticed was the weight of the unit. It's a lot lighter as compared to our older units. This unit right here only weighs 48 pounds. The capabilities of this unit here are a lot more than our previous units, in that, starting with the tip design's a little different. As you can see, it's designed to grab the material that you're spraying against and hold it instead of slipping out like it would normally. So the tip design is a lot better, a lot more upgraded.
I can see the teeth that are cut in there. There's quite a bit more teeth there than the older tips that we used to use, yeah.
Exactly. The arms are a lot stronger, which needs to be because of the spreading force increase. Our older units had a maximum spreading force of approximately 18,000 pounds. Well, this unit right here will spread up to 44,000 pounds, which is quite a bit more.
Yeah.
You can see the handle design here makes it a lot more ergonomically correct. It's easier to maneuver the tool. as well as the operation of the elimination of the thumb operator. We have an 8-point collar here now, which turns or moves approximately 1/4 of an inch. And should you have a problem, you immediately release it and it goes back to neutral position. But what this does is it allows you to handle the tool and operate it in any position. So that's another really nice feature.
Yeah, nice feature built in. Definitely.
Exactly. The spreading distance is a little less than our older tools. Our older tools had approximately 32 inches of spread. This tool right here has 28 inches of spread, but that's pretty irrelevant nowadays, considering that we're doing a lot of cutting rather than prying. So altogether, the tool is a good upgrade, and it's going to be a good addition to our rescue units.
And again, Jesus, I think I'm going to carry in the cutters just to notice the weight differential between this unit and the older unit. We'll put it side by side there.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about the cutters that we have now too from Hurst.
Well, these cutters, again, everything we're getting is an improved design because we have to keep up with today's vehicles. The construction of the vehicles, the metals they're using are a lot harder, a lot more difficult to cut. So the rescue industry has to keep up with the automotive industry. So basically with these cutters here,